Like, you can't go wrong. I got a bunch of new Star Wars books over the weekend, so I decided I needed to get on camera and show y'all. So let's get into these books. The first one that we have is Star Wars Vader's Castle, the Deluxe Library Edition, and this book looks hella cool. Here's the front cover and the back. Like, this artwork is so sick. So this book was released earlier this month, October 8th, by Dark Horse Comics, and it's a collection of the entire Star Wars Adventures Vader's Castle comic series, written by Cavan and illustrated by Francesco, Francavilla, Derek Charm, and other various artists. Horror comes to a galaxy far, far away. The complete stories of the iconic villain's spooky lair are collected in an oversized hardcover for the first time, including a creepy new cover art and the only reprinting of Shadow of Vader's Castle. The book includes the comic series Tales from Vader's Castle, Droid Hunters, the Free Comic Book Day 2019 short story, Return to Vader's Castle, Shadow of Vader's Castle, and Ghosts of Vader's Castle. So right off the bat, when I was doing research for another video just about spooky Star Wars things, the comic series that are all inside this book came up, and I was like, damn, I'd really like to check those out, but I can't be buying a bunch of comics to try to play catch up. Like, literally, it is so cool. Let me open it so I can show y'all. So we just got comics, and it's just comics, and I love it. It looks so good. And it's got this really gorgeous black page spine on it. It's just such a vibe. I'm obsessed. The next book I got is Star Wars Life Day Treasury by George Mann and Cavan Scott. Now, if y'all have been following me on social media, you know I was just recently reading the Star Wars Myths and Fables book by George Mann, and last year I read the Dark Legends book, all for spooky season, and that got me really excited. I love having these books around the holidays to read, so I was like, you know what, let me get the one that's like Christmas, holiday season, because I'm probably going to enjoy it, and it'll give me something fun in Star Wars to do during the holiday season, on top of Skeleton Crew, of course. You know, I gotta have a little Star Wars in my holidays. This book is 8 canon winter-themed short stories centered around Life Day and other in-universe holidays and festivals. 8 myths and fables told around winter fires and high-tech heating pods across the galaxy will bring holiday joy to young and old Star Wars fans alike. From Jedi in the city to Ewoks in the forest, from Wookiees to droids. In this charming collection you will find holiday feasts, ghostly apparitions, snowy adventures, and much more. Ultimately, these are stories of hope in the darkest of days, of family, found and otherwise, of kindness and of love. So this publisher's summary reminds me of like the old Christmas traditions and celebrations that were happening years and years and years ago before the church kind of took over Christmas and made it a religious holiday, back when it was spooky. So I'm really excited to not only get into like the stories in this book, but get into the winter and Christmassy themed ones and the Life Day ones, but also get into the spooky ones like ghostly apparitions. That sounds right up my alley. Let's put the spooky back in Christmas. And last but not least, we have the GOAT, Dark Disciple, but this time, the hardcover. Because I had a paperback book, y'all know this is my favorite Star Wars book. I put out like a very short mini review, which you should definitely check out. I did a whole book club on this book. I love this book. Asajj Ventress is my favorite Star Wars character. So I was like, I need the hardcover at some point in my life. So now I have it. If you haven't read this book, it's amazing. If you're a Ventress fan, it's amazing. If you're a Clone Wars fan, it's amazing. Or if you just like love stories in Star Wars, definitely check it out. I can't talk about how much I love this book enough. All in all, I'm really excited. Like, look at the selection. Dark Disciple, A Life Day Treasury, Vader's Castle. Like, you can't go wrong. You should definitely read the Star Wars books. They're great. And also, big shout out to George Mann, who is always liking and reposting my posts about reading his short stories in Dark Legends, Myths and Fables, and probably during the holiday season, Life Day Treasury. So thank you, George Mann. You're great. Keep writing awesome Star Wars. Make sure to like, subscribe, and consider following me on social media at Scotty Holiday SW for all my latest Star Wars content. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.